let's talk about this Scape Summit. And so go ahead and tell us a little bit about it. There is a link in the description below for the event on Heroscape.org if anybody wants to check it out and sign up for it on the YouTube page. But go ahead and give us some details on that.
Yeah, so we're just finalizing our schedule. Like I said, the dates are May 30th through June 1st. May 30th is a Thursday, so it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday event. We really, first time doing a convention, so we wanted to keep it a little bit smaller than what ScapeCon and Hexacon have done in the past with 4 and 5 day events. We're going to try to keep the costs really low, so we looked at hotels, kind of like ScapeCon's model, but that was going to really bring the price of the actual convention up pretty hefty. So we were able to partner with one of the community centers in Salt Lake City, and they have a nice room that fits up to 80 people. We're not anticipating getting quite that many, but we'd love to get as many as that want to come. And we're right now just finalizing our schedule. So we'll have some kind of a combination of casual and competitive events. So some of the casual events will be things like Heat of the Battle, and we have some teams like 2v2 stuff, some Assassin, Dungeon Defenders, and then for competitive we'll do Pick Your Poison, Reverse the Whip, Quad Pods, and probably like a Bring 3 Ban 1 format. We're hoping to get schedule fully finalized in the next 2 weeks to get that out, just so you guys have an idea what that's going to look like. It is going to be a nice mix of, like I said, casual and competitive, and also classic Scape, and then the VC stuff as well. So we're excited to put on an event in the western side of the United States, and hopefully have more conventions happening, not just in one area, but across the nation, and for Heroscape, and give people different timelines too. We're going to have ours right at the beginning of summer, which I think is going to be really conducive to some people's schedules. So we'll see how that goes. The other thing we've done a really nice job of, we have a nice team of convention organizers. So Dysel, Leafit, Scaper Dude, Rybots, Kobe Easter from San Diego, the San Diego Heroscape Club have all been helping with the planning of that. We've done a really good job of getting sponsors for our event. I'm just going to shout out a couple of our sponsors. We have Trexie 3D is going to print some Wave 9 and Aquila Alliance figures for us. Broly's Creation's going to do some of the AOA walls. All Things Heroscape donated $200 in gift cards, so we're going to have $100, $50, and two $25 gift cards. High Ground Tiles is donating some printed stuff, and then one of their water mats. Stuff by Hags is donating some codes for his store, and then we got Elegoo, which is a 3D printing company. They are donating a resin printer for one of the prizes. And then we got Diespire, Jesse Pollard is going to donate some stuff as well. And then we're in the works with like 2 or 3 other people right now to try to kind of finalize our sponsors. So we have a really nice prize pool.
That's some nice backing.
Just a really nice,
That's really impressive.
Really nice team to put together a nice event. And the nice thing about the Utah guys have been running monthlies for years. They just have a ton of experience. So I think we'll just have a really diverse event that's going to be fun, and just get to meet some new people. Is kind of our goal, and just spread Scape. That's kind of where we're at. We're trying to get more players, bring new people into the scene.
Yeah, it's great that you are able to, because I mean, here for some of us who are on the eastern side of the country, I mean, our big thing is ScapeCon, you know. So it's nice to see that there's like almost like a ScapeCon level event happening on the western side. It almost makes me feel like I need to get a plane ticket probably, or just take a drive, you know.
We'd love to have you, any of you guys.
I mean, I mean, I don't know about this year, but if you're doing it in the future, that would be fun. That would be fun.
Yeah, and I think in the next couple of weeks we'll have, after our event schedule is finalized and we get that out, we will have a list of Airbnbs that are within a 10-minute drive, a list of food, because we won't cater or anything, but we'll have lunch breaks and supper breaks, of course. And then we have 2 different hotels we're working with right now to try to get some kind of block, hotel block, so with some reduced rates. So I'm hoping by the middle of next month we'll have that information out as well.
Okay. And are you going to be putting that information out on like Facebook, Heroscapers.com, or would you plan to do that?
Yeah, so that'll come out through really all those places: Discord, Facebook, Heroscapers.com. We'll update it on the .org page as well. You'll be able to see at least the event schedule and all the events on there. Be able to sign up for that. Yeah, so we're just gonna try to use every forum we can to get that word out, because I know not everyone uses every platform.
For sure. What was your guys' inspiration to get this started? Did it start with one person? Was it a group of you?
Yeah, well, we just had kind of a conversation in Utah at one of our monthlies back in maybe November, October, somewhere in that vicinity, just about going to ScapeCon. A lot of us wanted to go. Some of us hadn't been. For me, my particular job, that's like the worst time for me to get off. I work in a school, and we keep getting pushed back. So I'm back to school August 1st now at this point. So it's really hard for me to take days off then. And then on top of that, we wanted something that was just kind of like you guys have on the eastern side, something that for some people was just drivable. You know, they could do a 2-hour or 6-hour drive and still have a really fun event. And just spreading more conventions. I think the more we can do this and spread them out and work together, the better chance we have of growing the game. And that's kind of my goal. I think it was a long time ago, Joe, you and I played online, and it was before Age of Annihilations got reannounced, and we were kind of talking about how it fell apart. I wasn't even doing Heroscape when that campaign first happened, and I was telling him at that point, like, the only way I could see Heroscape grow was through the online portion, because there was not anything that was going to cause any momentum. And we really felt like with Renegade coming on board, good and bad, right? There could be good and bad about that. We felt like them coming on board gave us a chance to bring new players into the mix and have some momentum, so the game could flourish again, could really start growing. And that's kind of our goal. We want to make sure something's accessible for more people, that's on the western side, and just grow the number of conventions that are happening.
Sure. No, it sounds fun, and yeah, keep on doing that, because I have a feeling that these are the type of things that are just going to keep on expanding and expanding in the future. And Heroscape, I think regardless of what happens, and this is another thing too. I mean, I know the last podcast was such a serious podcast, but we really do need to focus on the positive too. That I think there's a momentous wave that's happening that nobody can really control. It's coming, and how we control that, how we maneuver that wave is really up to us. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad. And just to anything else you'd like to say before we wrap this up, so I can turn this into like a nice little video?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Again, we just would love to see anyone that can make it, and it works for your schedule, May 30th through June 1st. We're in Salt Lake City, and you can get me through Facebook or Discord. I'm Discord at Bert25. Facebook is just Blake Bertram. Okay, if you have questions or want to reach out, and then of course any of the posts about it, if you reach out, we'll help you out. If you need lodging or anything like that, we can help coordinate that with you as well.
Okay, well, thank you, Blake. And yeah, this is a Scape Summit. Mark it in your calendars, and everybody just look for that information, especially those, I know those that out near California or way out west, that this might be of great interest to y'all. So definitely check it out.